Hey, this Ask Energy question comes from Jamie, and it's actually a very popular question I get quite often regarding metabolic efficiency training. Now, the question really is, do I need to really control and optimize my macros, so my carbohydrate, protein, fat, every single meal and snack? Or is it okay if the ratios just add up at the end of the day? So if you're not familiar with metabolic efficiency training, obviously pick up my third edition book. You can find it on Amazon. You can find it on the Energy Performance website. In there, I talk about the carbohydrate to protein ratio, and I describe that as my hand model, right? So I'm not going to go into that. You can look at different or other videos regarding that. But what Jamie is really getting to is it important for carbohydrate and protein to be balanced at every meal, or is it just okay at the end of the day if they're balanced? So maybe breakfast has higher carbs, lower protein. Maybe lunch and dinner have lower carbs, higher protein. Should that be changed to having more balanced carbs and protein per meal? Well, let me unpack this. The whole concept of metabolic efficiency training is based on optimizing blood sugar to promote your body's ability to use more fat as energy and preserve carbohydrates. Now, there are a lot of different health improvements on that, cognitive functioning improvements, even some sleep improvements. So, if you kind of go back to the purpose of metabolic efficiency training, really what we want to do is we want to try to control our macros every single meal and snack whenever possible, right? That is going to optimize our blood sugar throughout the day. So that is what matters. So if you're macro counting, you don't want to have higher carb, lower protein, higher protein, lower carb. You don't want those to be completely off balance every single meal because it all comes down to blood sugar regulation or blood sugar optimization throughout the day, not just end of day. Because the more ebbs and flows you get in your blood sugar, the more less optimal your blood sugar will be, which means your body will not be burning more fat, it will be burning more carbohydrate, and you may not hit your performance goals, your aesthetic goals, your body comp, body weight goals, and maybe even your health goals. So in summary, Jamie, it is more important to try to balance your carbohydrate to protein ratio, and you can use the hand model as I've described, which you can find in my book, or just go to the Energy Performance website and you can read all about that. It's much more important to control those carbohydrates and protein, that ratio, every single meal whenever possible. In addition to snacks, it's a little more difficult, but whenever possible, not just end of day ratios, but intraday. So throughout the day is the most important. Great question, Jamie. Appreciate it. Can't wait to answer the next Ask Energy question.